Hey, guys, in this video you are going to be shocked. Ndio maana watu wanauliza kwa nini SHA haifanyi. Why is it that watu wameregister SHA na haifanyi? Kumbe SHA inamilikiwa na mtu binafsi. Na huyu ni kijana wake William Samoei Arap Ruto, George Ruto. That's why watu wamekuwa kiregister. William Ruto anatuambia SHA inafanya. Close allies wake wanatuambia SHA inafanya. The truth of the matter ni kwamba SHA haifanyi na inamilikiwa na mtu binafsi. Ni private thing, and that's why unaona wakati unaenda hospitalini guys, ukitaka kutumia SHA, ukitaka kutumia kadi ya SHA haifanyi, taifa card haifanyi, wanakuambia hii haifanyi because inamilikiwa na mtu binafsi. So tunataka to expose. I want you to listen to this video jinsi ambavyo even Moses Kuria, chief advisor wa William Ruto, anajaribu kuexpose William Ruto. Ujue mambo yamekataa watu wangu. Kwa hii video guys, hii video ni mrefu na nataka tuende one by one, step by step. And that's why in this video you are going to be shocked. Kwa hii video pia utakuja kuona kwamba stories za Ndindi Nyoro zishakamilika za kuweza kuwa kicked out kama chair of the national budget. Ameshatolewa completely na imeshabainika wazi. And I want you to listen. First of all, Ndindi Nyoro said this one. Sikiza.
Mimi ni vizuri niseme. Mimi from my heart. Raila kuingia serikali, kutoingia, that is not my problem. Leadership ile iko juu, kiti cha urais, that is where the buck stops. The reason why we sing praises for Kibaki is because Kibaki performed, including myself na wale watu wengine wako katika hii nchi yetu ya Kenya ambao walikuwa wana biashara. We know zilinawiri wakati wa Kibaki. No one remembers who was Kibaki's vice president. No one remembers who was Kibaki's minister for what. We remember Kibaki's era. So when you manage your economy well, wewe ni wewe, watu wanakubuka. If you misgovern a country, kama wakati wa wenye wameharibu nchi, we remember those people, sio makamu.
Unaona watu wangu, hiyo message bado inapiga William Samoei Arap Ruto. Raila Odinga kiingia pale, it doesn't matter. The problem is that wewe kama rais, watu watakuangalia, unawaka zini aje. Unawaka aje ndo watu wafanye nini? Wakusifie. So in this government, William Ruto amefail. I want you just to listen step by step. Uzuri wenu guys, nowadays, munasikiza na munaangalia na munaenda kwenye comment section. Juu hii video ni mrefu zaidi guys, don't try to swipe it up. Unaona watu wangu, kumechemka mbaya tena zaidi. Before we listen guys and show me like video, kama kawaida, I have been telling you that hii channel imekuwa ikisupportiwa na wewe na imekuwa ikishikiliwa na wewe. So sina budi ila nikusema thanks so extensive kuendelea kusupport hii channel. Na zile moments tunaenda kuchukua tena kulike hii video, acha Mungu akuonekanie na kupiganie saa hii ili uweze kuprosper kwa maisha yako. Unaona watu wangu, wale wageni ambao wanatazama kwa mara ya kwanza, please guys, kwa mioyo mikujufu ensure mna like hapo chini na mna subscribe ili tuwe familia kubwa tena zaidi. Nyinyi ni watu wa nguvu zaidi. Kwa hivyo guys, without wasting time, kitu ya kwanza tunaanza na Ndindi Nyoro. William Ruto amekuwa successful kukick out Ndindi Nyoro. Cheki.
Over 90 members showed interest, Honorable Speaker, to be members of the Budget and Appropriation Committee, which wasn't very, very easy, Honorable Speaker. It wasn't very, very, very easy. I mean, 90, yet the provision of the study guide only provides for 27, Honorable Speaker. So the only way one can balance such, Honorable Speaker, is through coming up with a formula. And that formula, as I've said, Honorable Speaker, is the regional issue, the question of gender, the question of political affiliation, and negotiations and counter negotiations, Honorable Speaker. So this hasn't been very easy. And that is why we really urge this House to support this list as it is. But even as we move forward, Honorable Speaker, there has also been a lot of politics as far as the formation is concerned. That perhaps, you know, because by the lapse of these committees and the formations, or somebody wants to be moved as chair from this particular side to the other. So, Honorable Speaker, it hasn't been very easy. And I want to say that it is this House, it is the members that have been selected upon being passed by this House, Honorable Speaker, that, that will sit down within 7 days and elect their own chairs, Honorable Speaker. Let it never come out there for political reasons that, perhaps the leadership is going to have so-and-so appointed as chair, so-and-so ejected as chair. I mean, those powers are not a preserve of the House leadership, Honorable Speaker.
And the reason why William Ruto has decided to kick out Ndindi Nyoro, one, Ndindi Nyoro failed to support finance bill. Aka fail to support nani? Impeachment ya Rigathi Gachagua. So finance bill ilikuwa inaletea William Ruto shida kubwa zaidi. Even William Ruto Gen Z walikuwa wamemtoa. So William Ruto akikumbuka kitu kaa hiyo, utakuja kuona kwamba akajam completely. Lazima afanye nini? Atoe mjamaa one by one. Rigathi Gachagua katolewa na Ndindi Nyoro ndio story yake isha kuwa sealed. Unaona watu wangu? And that's why unaona William Ruto, the next person atakuwa Kimani Ichung'wah. Believe me or not. Without wasting time guys. SHA it's not working. Watu wamekuwa kiuliza kwamba why is it that tumeregister but ukienda hospitalini mambo hayafanyi, hakuna kitu inafanyika. Why? Even Moses Kuria yesterday exposed William Ruto badly, and I want you to listen to Moses Kuria. But before we listen to Moses Kuria, sikiza jinsi ambavyo SHA imeweza kuwa exposed. Please guys, sikiza huyu jamaa jinsi ambavyo amejaribu kuexpose. Why is it that SHA pia haifanyi na inaonyesha kwamba it's like imeoniwa na kijanake William Samoei Arap Ruto. Cheki mambo.
Assembled enough numbers to send Ruto home. It doesn't matter how many consultations they will do. Hata wa consult Yesu, hata wa consult nani, they will still lose. They will lose, and they will lose very badly. Hii election year 2027, it is a done deal. It is already done. You go and sit down and calculate the numbers. Ile kitu tunataka tu kwa Ruto ni moja. Ruto cannot deliver in health, he cannot deliver in education, he cannot deliver in agriculture, he cannot deliver in anything. Tunataka tu kitu moja. One thing we want from him, Ruto, only one. A peaceful transition of power. Hand over power peacefully, vile Uhuru ali hand over. Because there is nothing else Ruto can do. Hakuna kitu atafanya. Kwa sababu nyinyi wenyewe mmesikia kule Kakamega jana akiwa kwa matanga akisema hii SHA tunajaribu sana ifanye kazi. It means haifanyi. Lakini utapata mtu hapa jibanjana kuambia SHA inafanya. Na Ruto anasimama kwa matanga Kakamega anasema tunajaribu ifanye. Hata wale watu wako hapa Jibanji wanaunga Ruto mkono. Ruto anashangaa na hawa wananiunga namna gani? Mwenyewe anashangaa because he does not expect anybody to support him right now. Because Ruto has totally failed. Amefail. Plani ya mwisho ya Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the last strategy ilikuwa kumuleta Raila. Na sasa tunaambia Raila amue, decide. Raila awache kukaa mguu mmoja kwa upinzani, ingine kwa opposition. Decide mara moja. Kama anataka kuwa pande ya Ruto, akuwe pande ya Ruto. Kama anataka kuwa pande ya left, akuwe pande ya left. Kwa sababu the battle lines are drawn. The battle lines are already drawn. Kwa sababu Ruto amefail kila kitu. Mumeona SHA imekuwa private enterprise. Auditor General amesema SHA ni private enterprise. SHA tulilipia 104 billion for the digital management system of SHA. Alafu ile pesa unakatwa inakatwa 2.5% ya kwenda kwa digital management system, 10 billion per month inaenda kwa mfuko ya mtu private. That is why president anatembea na pesa ya magunia akitafuta mahali atapeleka. Mpaka ingine anauliza nani ule wa Jesus Winners, anamuuliza ukutakubali nikuje kwako nikupatie 20 billion. Mwaya anamwambia kuja, kama ni 20 million kuja. I'm sure hii Sunday ingine inakuja atapigia pastor mwingine kwa sababu makanisa zimemkataa. Makanisa zimemkataa.
Look, Moses Kuria, you're a smart guy.
Thank you.
The president listens to you. Why don't you tell him that SHA is not working?
I'll tell him in the morning. And I tell him all the time what is not working. Am I saying that SHA is perfect? SHA is not perfect. There are things for me I would want to see improved.
Like what?
For example, two issues I want to see improved. One is the way Kenyans, how do Kenyans complain if they have a problem with SHA? Be it I went to this hospital, I was turned away, be it the system was down, be it it took so much time. Right now, one, it is Kenyans' word against our word. Shouldn't be like that. Two, for those people who are complaining, they need to know Richard Onyonka or Moses Kuria or media guy Jeff Koinange. It shouldn't be like that. S in SHA is not for sugar, it is for social, meaning it's for everybody. It's supposed to be everybody. And I think with wisdom of hindsight, that is one thing that has caused a lot of problems. Yeah, the fact that we didn't have clear channels for people to give feedback. Because even now, people tell me, oh, SHA is not working, SHA is working. First of all, I have no way of knowing even what they are telling me. And even and them, they have no way to prove it to me. So I think going forward, and the one thing we have, and I want to say on this show, that one of the things that I had to fix before coming to this show is to ensure that Kenyans have got a channel for which they can complain whether they know someone. You don't need to know big people for you to be able to complain. So I'm now telling Kenyans, one, on SMS, 147, yeah, on call. We have now a full-fledged call center. Again, you just call 147. You'll be given a ticket number. So that if you tell me this Kenyan said it's not working, I'll ask them, give me their ticket number so that I can be able to go back to the system. Right now, that for me is a big gap within the system.
Senator.
Equally,
yes.
Equally, the issue of, for those people who are going online, and that is why we are going to put all the information, why do I go to hospital, what is covered, what is not covered, on one public resource, taifacare.go.ke, which is coming up within the next 7 days, so that you can go in there and also lodge your complaint, see which tariff is working where, see which hospital has been contracted, not contracted. So I think more and more is more of communication and more of exchange of information. Other than that, in my opinion, we are doing exceptionally well.
Senator, in the meantime, yes, Kenyans are dying.
True.
They're dying.
True.
We've got cases, we've got examples of people being turned away from hospitals.
Exactly.
And others dying.
And every time they're being told that the system is down. And you cannot pay. And Moses, I am not going to disregard what you've said. If the government is doing well, I will give you the credit. So far, the fact that you have decided to pay certain health facilities which had 10 million and below. But I now, because you are advisor to the president, have a small suggestion. Tell him, even those ones who have got big bills, pay them the 10 million. Pay them the 10 million. So that then there is equity in the way you are handling this matter. So that as their matters are waiting to last towards the 90 days the president is talking about, hopefully a solution will be found. Number two, there were very positive things that were with NHIF. And there were very desperate, despicable things. The money was being stolen. There were bills which were being accumulated. Cases have come out where MPs now are defending themselves. We have never said that we wanted to go back to NHIF. It is because SHA was failing. People said it is better the bird that we are having on one hand than the one which could most probably not be there. From the point you have made and from the hope you are giving me, I hope that those things are going to be done, those shortfalls which are there. Because one of the things that I told one of my friends is that, what is it that you can say that is positive about the government? Our responsibility as the opposition is never to demonize the government. Our responsibility is to basically tell the government, these are the facts. What you do with it is up to you. And Moses, that is what I'm saying. Whatever that the public is telling you. I mean, Didmas Baraza is not an ODM or an opposition MP. If you look at Justin Muturi, whatever the issues are, he's not somebody who's crazy. If you look, many of us who have been raising this issue, what we are saying, please take charge, allow the president to allow people like you to advise him, to make sure that you follow up. I want to say this, Jeff. I have really seen the cross-examination we have been giving to the lady who's the CS Health. For real, I'm impressed. She's really tried. There are certain gaps, there are certain dark areas that are not clear to the Kenyan public. And I want to take you to the next level. I hope Jeff will allow me. Whatever that is going to happen, we agree, let it be fixed. Tell me, the Controller of Budget has talked about, we have a financial platform that is running the SHA system, which includes the fact that Kenyans are going to lose any data, any information, because the system is going to include what your diseases are, what your area is, what medicines you like. That data is so important. But we have given it to a foreign entity of people who are not known. If you look for their C12, you can't get it. And we are being told this is going to cost 104 billion. Now, even when what you are saying makes sense, and we are hopeful and we see that there's something you're doing, please be open and transparent about what is it that is being done by the government to make sure that that platform, transparency and accountability is allowed to us as Kenyans, so that then we can say, this is working, it's okay, we have no problem.
Moses?
I've given my brother time to speak because at least he has some very constructive suggestions, like the one for paying 10 million across the board.
Thank you.
Who would argue with that? That's what we say.
Yeah, because it helps everybody.
The only one thing that I really want to persuade you.
Yes.
You know, for me, I'm a presidential advisor. I can choose to be involved in agriculture, fertilizer and other things. And deliberately, I've chosen to dedicate my time to this. One, not just as a job. Jeff, you know, in the year 2020, during COVID, I spent 44 days in ICU. In the year 2021, I spent 6 months in hospital bed, including out of the country. And I was dreaming that one day we'll be able to fix our system, healthcare system, for everybody. So Senator Onyonka has said if the government do something good, we are going to praise them. This system is not about praising government. For example, where I come from, Mount Kenya region, because of all the negativity that is going on there, when I was going around there, I told them, join SHA, get treated so that you live long, even to say Ruto must go to see the day. Yeah, this has nothing to do with praising government. This is not William Ruto's project. This is not Kenya Kwanza. This is for all of us. If we should work every day. I want to listen to everything Onyonka says as a representative of the people of Kisii, because the one thing is he's told me, the two things he's told me can help me to make the system better.
Exactly.
We are not here to do PR.
Exactly.
And I'm not here to do PR for anybody. I'm just here saying anybody, as the Bible says, even from a fool, and I'm not calling you a fool because you are a very intelligent man, be ready to get a grain of wisdom, so that we listen to everybody. Because, and why did I even talk about that call center system? Because by getting that feedback, for me every time today, do you know, even on my phone, on the WhatsApp group, I keep asking guys, have you heard of a problem, specific case? So that why do I look for problems? I am one guy who gets delighted when I get problem on SHA, because I use that problem to be able to dig deep. Why, what is it? Because we are going to improve this system together. All of us, not me, not William Ruto, not Onyonka, all of us 54 million Kenyans. So whatever you are calling problems for me, it's food, it's meat, because it is something that helps me to continuously improve the system. What can mess us is we'll be pretentious about ourselves. Now let me talk about data, because we talk about data. All the data of SHA 1, the law that we passed in that house And if I not get it wrong, some of those laws went all the way to Senate because
it's true.
It is,
they did.
Health is a devolved function. Health is a devolved function. We have got Social Health Authority, a creature of the law, statute, National Assembly and Senate. It is quite some time since I left Parliament. I'm not a member of Parliament. My brother is a member of Parliament. So he created a body called Social Health Authority. He created a body called Digital Health Authority. Yeah? The Digital Health Authority, which is a creature of the law that he created, is a single owner of the data. And it is there. And if Senator Onyonka, if Senate would feel like this data is not owned there, I don't have overview over the Digital Health Authority. By click of the finger, these people are very powerful people. He would call them and say, hey, excuse me, where is my data? And then Digital Health Authority would tell them that you don't have one, but 3 data centers, the main data centers and 2, what we call redundancy data centers, all of them within the Republic of Kenya. But I digress because I really want to say, finally, data is here, data is here. For me, the first thing is, can we have fidelity to the people of this country? For example, for me, what matters today, the Kisii Level 6 hospital has been paid to date, has been paid 129 million with only 3 million outstanding. Kisii, that is sitting on Valo, Kisii Level 5, 119 million, another 3 million. Tenwek, which is within his neighborhood, has been paid 124 million with 23 million outstanding. That today, all undisputed claims on SHA. Remember what he said about the NHF bills were just adding up. Yeah. That today we are current. I would want anyone, any facility in this country with any undisputed bills that are before that 1st of January. We are in March. We are only on the, I don't know, on the 6th or 5th of, 5th of March. Yeah. On this 5th of March, we are current up to that 1st of January. Having told you that the NHF debts we are attempting to pay today have accumulated since 2016.
Jeff,
Aren't you doing very well? Aren't you doing very well? Jeff, I would want you, and I want you to ask your backroom people.